Divorce proceedings are difficult for families, particularly if domestic violence allegations are involved.
And then the issue of child custody carries another set of legal hurdles. Well, now Colorado lawmakers are considering changes that would require more training for court personnel.
Denver 7 political reporter Megan Lopez spoke with a teen who says she tried to speak up, but no one believed her.
It takes a lot of courage for a teenager to speak up, especially
he just started getting more and more aggressive
when they're speaking out against their own parent. Courage and the hope that someone will believe them. But Alinas says that wasn't her experience.
And every single time they downplayed it in one way or another. They defended my dad.
She says it took one really bad fight for someone to trust that what she was saying was true.
I remember I just looked down after a particularly bad fight and I see just my neck was stinging. So I went and I looked in the bathroom and there's just a long line through my entire neck. The only thing I felt was relief that he had finally hurt me enough for someone to believe me.
Her father pled guilty to misdemeanor assault. During divorces and tense custody disputes, families can bring in a licensed psychologist known as a parental responsibility evaluator.
Their role is to really assist the courts in trying to make decisions about child custody when the parents can't agree.
They make recommendations to the court about where kids should be placed. At first, Alina's mother thought it was a good idea, but she says she later learned that PRE services can be really expensive and cause a power imbalance.
I had no choice. Once you're in, because this is a person that can tell the judge, take the kids away from her.
The family brought in a PRE named Mark Kilmer, brother of actor Val Kilmer.
He recommended that we do reunification therapy.
A ProPublica investigation recently found Kilmer not only had a domestic violence charge of his own from 2006, but he also told the outlet he disbelieves 90% of abuse allegations in his cases. He was recently suspended from working as an evaluator and is now facing lawsuits.
Mark Kilmer should not be a PRE, that he had no ethics in my case, that he harmed my family.
Meanwhile, in 2021, Colorado legislators passed a law to require more training for court evaluators on how to identify domestic violence. And this session, 2 more bills hope to take things a step further. DU law professor Tammy Kunin says PREs play a vital role in courts since judges' dockets are often full, but she agrees things can be improved.
We can provide education and make training available.
And she'd like to see more transparency in PRE evaluations to understand how certain decisions are reached.
That without transparency, it's very difficult to be able to assess what facts evaluators are looking at, what they deem relevant.
It takes courage for a teenager to speak up.
Kids are stuck with abusers because of poorly trained people in our courts and our mental health system.
Alina hopes her story will encourage lawmakers to make changes so other kids are believed. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
That is a brave teen. And you heard Megan mention 2 bills currently in the state legislature to offer more protections around divorce cases specifically. Let's take an in-depth look now at what they do. One bill creates a task force that looks at the training for court personnel who are involved in domestic violence proceedings. That one passed the House and was introduced in the Senate yesterday. The other sets guardrails around who can be involved in those proceedings and what evidence can be admitted. That bill is still going through the House. Advocates say these latest bills are a step forward, but there's still more work to be done.